Evening.
Hey.
You okay, lad? Can you see and hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for turning up. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for the invite, bud. Really do appreciate
Yeah,
it, mate.
made up. Yeah. So special Halloween live tonight. Jordan should be here very soon. He's got to put the kids to bed and that. Yeah. So he'll get here as soon as he can.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. So it's going to be a special Halloween live stream tonight. With the subject will primarily, of course, be horror. So discuss about horror actors, horror movies, horror books, anything at all. So it's great to be back. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm making sure I don't get too rusty. I don't press the wrong buttons. So is this layout all right for you, lads? Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Here we go. Right. So right. Okay. So before I get the stream underway, I'd just like to go to each of you guys in turn. As per usual, talk about a little bit about yourself and your channel and that. So can I start with you then, Peace?
Yeah, of course, Alan.
Okay.
I ask people all the time, and then when it comes to me, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Channel's Playtendo guy. Been doing it for quite a few years now. Do pretty much what everybody else does: collect Blu-rays, talk about games, do streams, and really enjoy doing it. Meet some incredible people like yourselves, and talk about one of our favorite things: movies. And it's all a learning experience. It's all.
It is. Yeah, it's a great channel as well, Pete. By the way, I always watch your videos and that, and some great pickups and that. So and the games, of course, as well. So keep the good work up, mate. Yeah, and we're going to move on to Sam now. Okay, Sam, do you want to talk a little about yourself and your channel?
Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit new to the game because I started up my channel back in January, which I couldn't believe it. Just over past 9 months ago now, when my first ever video was uploaded, and I've been just going through my collection series, just going through my Blu-ray collection. Most recently was my Eureka collection, and I'm so passionate about music as well, so I kind of showcase my love about music in there as well. Currently working through showcasing my 7-inch singles in my collection. I've done a couple of vinyl update videos, what the albums that have made inroads into my collection. I've done some film reviews as well, trying to dabble and dance around which films I really want to review for the channel and stuff. So all of that good stuff, Al.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos. Yeah, as I say, I bought a couple of those what you showed off. Vampire.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, and the Charles Lawton one, the Island of Lost Souls, which arrived the other day. Yeah, so great. Yeah, keep up the good work. So I'm really enjoying watching.
Thanks, mate. You too as well.
Yeah, so as I say, we're just waiting for Jordan now. So as soon as he's put the kids to bed, he'll be on here. Yeah. Okay, then, guys. So so I'm just gonna say what I've been watching, over the past week or so, and then you can chip in afterwards. Yeah. So I watched a very, very real weird movie the other night called My Bloody Banjo. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Oh, it's got everything in it. It's got comedy, it's got horror, it's got a little bit of nudge, wink, wink, And really, it's a kind of Basket Case. You seen Basket Case?
I literally watched that again last night, Al.
Yeah, it's like a sort of a nudge to Basket Case as well. So, but what a film! You've got to be very, very broad-minded though to watch it. It's a bit of it's quite near the knuckle, but there's some real gory scenes in it. It's only just been restored. It's been lost for a couple of years, so they got the tape and they restored it to pristine condition. So it's only $6.99 on eBay. So it's called My Bloody Banjo. If you want to check it out, And the other one I watched on Saturday was a great movie called about the hitchhiker. Very, very good. It's basically about this guy. He kidnaps girls and that in the back of his trailer and that. It's really good. 88 film. So I enjoyed that as well. But I watched the terrible. You most probably know what I'm going to say now. I watched the
film of the year.
I watched a bloody awful one. I wanted to like it as well. I really did. The Nicolas Cage one.
Long Legs.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's your film of the year, isn't it, Al?
Sorry.
It's your film of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it over the weekend. Yeah.
Oh no, mate! I was just making a bit of a joke there. Like, it's your favorite. It sounds like it's your favorite film of the year.
But I tell you what, the film's a bloody joke. Yeah, but I watched it anyway, and must have been about halfway through. I've started nodding off. So when I woke up, the bloody film's finished. So what I've done, I rewound it back to where I left off, and it carried on from there. You know, the part with the where they captured him and he's in the. Have you guys seen it?
Watched it. Yeah.
The part where he's in prison in the psychiatric unit, and the girls are questioning him when he bangs his face on the table like that. That's where it carried on from. So I watched that, and the twist at the end. I didn't see the twist coming, you know. But at the end of the day, it wasn't for me. Yeah. So.
What did you thought of Nicolas Cage as the role? What did you thought of him in it?
Oh, I'm not really a big fan of Nicolas Cage, Pete. Okay. I did like him in Renfield. So yeah, I didn't say.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about that one.
Yeah, I didn't think much of it, Pete, to be honest. So that's basically that's what I've been watching. So I'll go over to you two guys now, Pete. Have you been watching anything great over the last week or so?
Yeah, did watch the original Smile for the first time, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it was a bit too boring. But I did watch the sequel on Monday, and it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it.
Good, is it? Yeah.
The leading girl's very good. The scares are great, and there's some really nasty practical effects in it. Watched Kill List for the first time. That was a great film. That's a really underrated little British film. Yeah. And also saw the Terrifier 3 a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, right. Terrifier 3's coming out. It's out, isn't it? It's already out.
It's great fun. Good. Easily my favourite of the series.
Smashing. Yeah. Anything else you've been watching or?
We did watch a TV series, sort of mini movie called Dead Set. It was on Channel 5 back in the early 2000s. It's like if there was a Channel 5, Channel 4. Yes, Channel 4. Oh, yeah. Set in 2008. It's on the Big Brother set around Big Brother launch, and there's like a zombie invasion. What happens to those Big Brother inmates when a zombie apocalypse happens? And it's really fun. It is. There's some pretty nasty kills in it. A lot of references to like all the zombie films and other horror films. It's written by Charlie Brooker. It's really good. It is. It's on Netflix. It's only about 2 hours, and it's fun evening. It is.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the subject of TV series, like going back a couple of weeks ago, I watched, you know, the old movie, the Children of the Damned, where all the kids get born with white hair and like the sort of white game. Yeah. Well, they've done a series called The Midwich Cuckoos. It was on Netflix, so I got the DVD from HMV. I didn't like it. It wasn't as good as the movie, so I didn't bother watching the end of it. Yeah, The Midwich Cuckoos, it's called. Any of you guys seen it? No, yeah, but it was. I didn't bother finishing it. But apart from that, So, Sammy, have you been watching anything great the last week or so?
Oh yes, it's been all things horror for me, definitely. Like this month, I watched for the first time the Dead trilogy from Romero. Absolutely loved it. I think my favourite one in that trilogy for me was probably Day. I had a real soft spot for like that film, and I thought the guy who played that mean-spirited like sergeant or general, his role was like fantastic in it. So it was really great trilogy. Loved Dawn, and Night was awesome.
Oh, that's my favourite one. Nice, I love that one. Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, love
really
that one.
Enjoyed it, mate. Pretty bleak ending as well. That kind of caught me off guard. That one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, didn't see that coming, but that's a classic. That I got the new one, the 4K and Blu-ray from
the Criterion.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to revisiting that one. But that's my favourite one of the three trilogies. Yeah, the first one from 1968. Yeah.
Do you know what
anything else? Go on.
Sorry, Al. I was just going to say as well. Do you know what it is? It's hard to sometimes pick a favourite in that trilogy as well, because they're all really, really cracking films. So. On like a future date, like when I go back and revisit that trilogy, second time around, my favourite could end up being Dawn or then Night. It's just, it's sometimes so hard to pick because there's such a consistent run of films, but absolutely great. And well, Al, you probably noticed as well, and Pete probably noticed this as well. I watched is it the best film I've watched this week? It could be. I watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time.
Oh yeah,
Great film.
it's good, that
I
one, isn't it?
absolutely
Grace.
loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was
Grace.
brilliant.
Yeah,
And
I love that one myself.
did you see, Al? Sorry, I don't think I got round to replying to your comment. Beg your pardon, mate. Did you say that you preferred the book to the film, if I'm not mistaken, as well, or just equal level?
When it comes to Silence of the Lambs, I like them both equally. Yeah, I like the book and I like the movie. I also like Hannibal as well.
Yeah,
it's equal. Yeah, Red Dragon, little bit on the fence about Red Dragon, but I love. Yeah, the thing with Red Dragon, you know, where Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins, that was supposed to be like a prequel, but he looked bloody older, didn't he? You know, he had a ponytail. From what I can remember, he looked older in that to what he did in the other movies. Yeah, because that was supposed to be like a prequel. He should have looked younger, shouldn't he?
Yeah. I could totally get that, but I will say definitely, mate, and I will say as well, Al, that to me was some of the best acting I have ever seen in a movie. Like, you could tell Anthony Hopkins was just born to play that role. He was absolutely incredible in the role. He just put 110% into the scripts and dialogue and everything else. It was just incredible. And Jodie Foster was fantastic in it as well.
Oh, Jodie Foster, yeah. Great movie, Sam. Yeah, it's a classic.
Definitely.
It's like Psycho and Halloween, isn't it? You know, classics.
Definitely, mate. And I'll just say as well, watched a couple of the ones. Like I rewatched Basket Case for the I think the second time I watched it. Yeah, second time I've seen it, like last night. I really enjoyed that again.
It's good, isn't it? Basket Case, yeah. It's a great one.
I've got a soft spot for that one.
Yeah. Oh God, it's way out, isn't it? Yeah. Really gory, like the sort of like twin attached to his side and that, you know. And his special effects are really great, aren't they? Yeah. I like Basket Case. I've got the other two as well, but I do prefer the first one.
I was gonna ask you about that, Al, because I've not heard like loads of people talk about the two sequels, and that's obviously not to say that I won't check out like the two sequels, because it's something I would check out eventually. But the first film's so much fun, and another great first time watch for me was the original TV miniseries, or in one piece, like 3-hour movie of like the original It's with Tim Curry. Really enjoyed that as well.
I prefer that one. Yeah, I prefer that one. The movie's all right, the later one, but I do prefer the Tim Curry one. Yeah, there's only one little gripe I've got about it, and I think this has been echoed over the years by other Stephen King fans. There's just one little gripe. That's the ending. Because when I first read the novel, I mean, come on, a giant spider. I was expecting it to be like this big shape-shifting demon, and that, you know, almost impossible to beat. But I thought, oh my God, the bloody spider! You know, that's the only complaint I've got about it. I love the idea of him shape-shifting to all the famous Universal. Oh, by the way, talking about Universal monsters, I've got a nice surprise today. I've got my big 30 movie box set. It was going off on Amazon for half price.
I saw that.
It came through the door, so I made up. Really made up. So, great. It came at dinner hour, so I really made up. So, that's the only gripe I've got about it at the ending. But apart from that, I think it's a fantastic movie. But I do prefer Tim Curry. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
So, so there you go. Yeah. Okay, then, guys. Shall we get into the comments then? We're still waiting for Jordan, obviously. So we'll just see who we've got in the room tonight. And the first lucky person is Vampire Jack. Good evening, all of y'all. Oh, you okay, Vampire Jack? You reminded me of the Beverly Hillbillies there, y'all. We've got Jeff Joffe in the room. Evening, ghouls. You okay, Jeff? Thanks for stopping by. And we've got Brian Gilson. Good evening, everyone. You okay, Brian, mate? Thanks for stopping by, bud. And we've got Cy Robinson. Evening.
Hello,
okay, Cy?
Hey, Cy.
And we've got the legend, that is Stuart George.
Hello,
okay,
bud.
Stuart?
Hey, Stuart.
Just saying hello. I will watch on catch up on Saturday morning. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Yeah. I'm just watching Knight Rider on Legend Extra. Knight Rider. That's the series, isn't it?
The
with
TV series,
David Hasselhoff.
That's the one, David Hasselhoff. Yeah, that's right, Knight Rider. Remember that. And we've got Jeff Joffe. You okay, Jeff? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. ALA, I just watched that movie you reviewed, Hitcher in the Dark. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a great one, that, Jeff. I've never seen it before. Yeah, it's a fantastic movie, that Hitcher in the Dark. And we've got Kevin William Wardle. Hello, Alan, and everyone. You okay, Kev? Thanks for stopping by, mate. And we've got Vampire Jack. Long legs were so dull. Yeah, you're only saying that before. I could have used a stronger word, like, but we'll leave it at that. And we've got Vampire Jack. I fell asleep too. That makes two of us then. And we've got Jeff Joffe. Nick Cage makes about 20,000 films a year. I think he makes more, doesn't he? He seems to make one every week, doesn't he, Nicolas Cage? Do you think that, guys? Yeah, he's very prolific, isn't he? Very prolific.
That's because he wasted all his money when he got really rich.
Yeah, I like your thing at the back, Terrifier, your background.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's awesome, man.
It's good one, that.
I just used the StreamYard to put it on there because we're in a hotel at the moment. It's better than just a boring hotel background.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Cy Robinson, Long Legs was all style with no substance. Yeah, I didn't like it. I suppose it's one of the...
it's an acquired taste.
Yeah, Marmite movies, isn't it? You know, you either like it or you loathe it. I've said it many, many times, haven't I, in my videos? You either like it or you hate it, you know.
It's Nick Cage's performance that either is going to win you over or not. It's either just enough weird or way too out there for you. For me, I really liked it. I definitely get your concerns with the film, but I thought it was like a foreboding sense of dread throughout the whole film. Like, when's this character going to pop up?
That's it, yeah. He was pretty creepy, like the character, wasn't he, with the face and that, you know, the way he was just standing there. The part I found quite creepy as well, you know, where they go back, where the police officer, the girl goes back to the house and her mother, and she leaves her a colleague in the car, doesn't she? I found that a bit creepy. The colleague's just sitting in the car, and next minute you see the figure walking with the bloody shotgun. Thought that was pretty, it was a jump scare without the bang, if you know what I mean. You know, the bang, it was like a jump scare. Bit like The Exorcist 3.
That's nearing the end, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. But that was pretty creepy. Now we've got Jeff Joffe. I agree with Pete. First Smile was overrated. You know what I didn't like about the First Smile? I didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was a little bit iffy. Don't know about what you... Have you seen it, Sam? Smile?
I haven't. It's something I've been wanting to check out for a canny while now, but just one of those, mate, that like kind of one of those like few modern like horror movies I'm yet to like check out as well. Like all the Quiet Place movies, I still haven't checked out Terrifier. So I think that it kind of falls into that category of like modern day horror films that I'm yet to check out. But the premise does seem intriguing, and I have heard the ending did give maybe some people the cold shoulders sort of thing. It wasn't really the conclusion they had in mind, sort of thing, from what I've heard. But it's definitely one that I'm definitely intrigued to take a look at for sure. Yeah,
I don't know about you guys, but sometimes these endings to me, they seem a bit rushed. You know, like particularly when it's a long movie, they seem to, I'll just tack this on, that'll do them. You know, they seem to want to rush it and get it over with. You know, I've read a lot of novels like that where it started off great and the ending's just gone right downhill. Stephen King's notorious for writing bad endings and that, because I think a lot of his short stories are better than his novels. You know, they're really good in that, because he wrote a sequel to Salem's Lot in the form of a short story. It was called One for the Road. And if you go onto YouTube and type in One for the, I don't know if it's still there or not. They've done like a short, I think it's about 20 minutes, where One for the Road is actually made into a movie, a little mini movie, and you see them going back in the snow and that and encountering the vampires. So if you want to check it out, just type it in on YouTube, One for the Road. It might still be there. I don't know. You know, it's very well done. Yeah, that's my favourite Stephen King story, that Salem's Lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was just gonna. Sorry, I'll just quickly say as well. Whilst on that subject, I did watch the original Salem's Lot for the first time a couple of weeks ago. I really enjoyed that as well.
Oh, you liked it, did you? Oh, that's good.
Oh, great. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, I believe. Sorry, Pete.
I said it is very good, but there's the remake out now, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's not meant to be too bad.
They cut so many hours out, didn't he? It was supposed to be about 3 hours, and he cut it down to about 1 hour 30 or 40. What a red light, you know. But I will be checking it out. Like, even though I've got a great affection for the David Soul one, I will be checking that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we've got Vampire Jack saying, Dead Set was good. Dead Set.
Yeah, it's the one that I watched on Netflix, the Channel 4 Big Brother Zombie Apocalypse show.
That's the one you said before.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And Jeff saying Dead Set is so scary. Makeup is awesome. I'll definitely have to check that out, as I say, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vampire Jack says, I like Midwich. You know, the Midwich Cuckoos, yeah. Yeah, as I say, that was sort of like a modern reimagining of Children of the Damned, you know, but it wasn't my cup of tea, you know. I didn't finish it, you know. And we've got Kevin, Night of the Living Dead is a classic, yeah. I love Dawn of the Dead too. Day of the Dead is the weakest for me in the trilogy. So Day of the Dead, that's Kevin's weakest in the trilogy. Yeah. Did you say that, guys? Yeah.
It's
weakest one. Yeah.
I would say for me, mate, probably, I don't know what it is. It could have been like mood-wise or something, Al, but I think, just something clicked for me with that movie, and I really had a good time with it. I really liked the main protagonist in that film as well, and the whole like sort of setting with the basement and stuff, and it kind of made us like feel like what was it, and I actually really liked it, like one of the zombie characters as well, like is it Bub the zombie, where they kind of put like the name attached to like the zombie in it. I really liked that Romero tried something a bit fresh to the table with that. So it's really good. And Dawn is awesome, and then I think Night, but them kind of could shift around any day, mate, because they're all great films, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, like, to be honest, like, I suppose it's that kind of trilogy where you sort of like everybody's got their own favourites. Now, for me, as I said before, I like the 1968 one. The other two are all right, but I prefer the 1968. But of course, you guys would beg to differ, or anybody else would beg to differ. We all have our own different tastes, don't we? It's like
definitely, mate.
Yeah, I'm talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. I've got a couple of things to show you here. Now, I've never seen these. I've never seen these before. These were given to me by my cousin last night when he popped in. But you put them on your wall. So we've got Mr. Frederick Krueger himself. They're like iron posters, and you just stick them on the wall. So that's the first one.
Those metal posters. They're really cool. They are.
Yeah. That's that one. And we've got Freddy again.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, got that one. Freddy again. Excuse the obscuring sticker there.
Great stuff.
Robert Englund as Guess Who, Freddy Krueger. Yeah.
That's awesome, Al.
Yeah. Sticking his tongue out there.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. And we've got Mr. Voorhees, Jason himself.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry about the glare, guys. It's the light. Yeah. And we've got this is the remake of Freddy.
Nice, but shame about the film.
I agree. The Green Child. I think this must be my least favourite one.
Yeah, that was 6.
That was when he started becoming a stand-up comedian, which I didn't like. I can't understand, you know where Freddy Part 2. I can't understand. It gets a lot of hate, that movie. I love it. I really like that one.
Part 2.
It's very dark. I love Part 3 as well, but Part 2, I think it's a phenomenal movie.
It's the darkest of all the films.
Yeah, Jesse in that. He's
most
great.
evil in that film, he is.
Oh, God. And the party scene as well. Ooh. Halloween.
Ooh, very cool.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, very topical. Freddy's dominating this collection.
Wow. I like the Dream Master. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the 4th one, yeah. And here's the real man, Michael Myers. The real man. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Myers again.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
That one. Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
And last but by no means least, you guessed it, Freddie.
Ah, very good.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So I'll be making a bit of space on my wall and put as many up as I can. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, really
yeah,
nice.
I worked with some of them, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have seen them in HMV before, or very similar ones. Yeah. They look good.
Yeah. We've got Jeff Joffe, Dawn of the Dead remake is my favourite, right? Kevin, Hannibal is good. Yeah.
Yeah, the TV series is brilliant.
Yeah. Vampire Jack, Manhunter. Yeah, they made it.
That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was it? Was it Brian Cox? Brian Cox?
Yeah.
I thought it was Brian Cox.
Was,
yeah, I remember. Yeah. I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember it watching a couple of years ago. Yeah. And we've got Brian Gilson saying Manhunter is my favourite, right?
Is that a Michael Mann film, Manhunter?
It is, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's one of his I haven't seen. I've heard a lot of people do talk about that, saying it's really good, so I will have to check it out.
And we've got Brian Cox played a good Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter, right? I say I don't remember too much about that. It's been a few years since I last watched it. And we've got Jeff Joffe. Is that Professor Cox side? Professor Cox?
I'm not sure.
Who smiles? No. Jeff's giving a smiley face. Si's saying, yeah, it was before he played keyboard on Things Can Only Get Better.
I thought that's where he's aiming at.
Yeah, that's the Labour Party theme song from 1997, I think it was, wasn't it?
Mm.
And we've got Kevin saying, does anybody like Reanimator? I can remember importing the DVD and being anxious that it would be seized by customs, as people were saying theirs was. Oh, right. Seized by customs, Reanimator. That's another good franchise I like, Reanimator. You've got like the first one, you've got Bride of Reanimator, which is a little bit weaker than the first one. And then you've got the third one where he's in jail, Beyond Reanimator. Yeah. And have you guys seen all those movies or just the one?
I've only ever seen the first one and I really enjoyed it. Great effects, fun little 80s film. I think the other two, aren't they? Bride and the other Reanimator one.
Beyond Reanimator.
They're on Arrow, aren't they? On Blu-ray,
Yeah.
I
think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to give them ones a watch. I know one that's very similar to Reanimators, Frankenhooker. I do like that one. That's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Well, that was what the highlight of when I got my video recorder in 1986. That was one of the first movies I rented out, Reanimator with Jeffrey Combs. And I thought, bloody hell, this is a good movie, isn't it? You know, with the green liquid and that, you know. Very, very reminiscent of Dr. Frankenstein, wasn't he? There's that kind of mad scientist, wasn't he, with the fluid and that, you know. But I love the Reanimator. They were going to make a fourth one, by the way, where he was going to be in the White House. But it's in development's hell. You heard the phrase development's hell, where they're going to make them and they don't make it, doesn't come to fruition. But I heard that they were going to put him in the White House and they're going to reanimate the corpse of dead presidents. So there you go. It might be made one day.
I'd pay to see it. I'd pay to see it.
Yeah. So you never know. It could come to fruition one day, couldn't it? And we got Jeff. He did sigh, right? And we've got Melanie here. You okay, Mel?
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. We've got Sai again. Now, what's everyone's thoughts on Substance? I haven't seen it. And Strange Darling, ditto. They're my top two movies of the year so far. Have you guys seen The Substance? Here's Jordan. I just had Jordan. Oh. All right, Jordan. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. We're just discussing about The Substance and Strange Darling. You liked The Substance, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got a t-shirt on with it.
Wow.
Yeah. Welcome to the park tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to check that out, Substance, yeah. How are you, all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry I'm late, Alan. My wife thought the stream started at 8:15, but that was something else.
Don't worry about it, mate. It's all right, yeah. But yeah, The Substance, I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's
and
great.
Strange Darling as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic, that film.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out. What about you two guys? Have you seen both of them, or?
I've seen The Substance. I haven't seen Strange Darling as of yet, but I definitely want to as well, because I know Jordan's a big fan of that film as well and stuff. But The Substance, as it stands, I've got it as my #1 film of the year. I absolutely loved it, mate.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, Al, what was that?
I'll have to check that out. The Substance.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely brilliant, mate. I'm definitely gonna. It's gonna be like a #1, like day one pickup for me. That one for sure. It just feels so like fresh, like compared to like new and fresh to any other like new release I've seen like this year, and feels quite different to anything else I've seen prior this year as well.
Because so it's like original one. Yeah, original.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate. Like I feel they've done something kind of unique and fresh with the the body horror genre, and they kind of put a bit of a Black Mirror sort of spin on it as well. It could have been an amazing Black Mirror episode, but obviously it's an incredible film as well, nonetheless. But yeah, both of the two main actresses play both great, interesting personalities as well. Awesome movie, mate. There's still, I loved it, mate. I reviewed it for my channel and stuff, and there's still a few new releases that I need to check out before the year is up and stuff. But I would be kind of surprised, Al, if that didn't make my top 3 of the year. I thought it was absolutely awesome. 9 out of 10 film for me.
I'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah, cheers. And did you say you'd seen both pieces or just the one?
Yeah, I've seen both of them. The Substance, like the guys say, is absolutely fantastic. Went and see it in the cinemas. So like shocking it is. Body horror stuff is next level. The acting is brilliant. For a 2.5-hour film, it flies by. And Strange Darling is brilliant. It's really, really quite shocking. Very brisk length, and I can't wait for that to come out on a physical. The leading actress in that is very good as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check those two movies out. Yeah, cheers. Right, we've got Jeff Joffrey here, and he's saying, you guys have got to talk about the new Salem's Lot. Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment. On reflection, I don't think it's that bad. It'll be much better when they put back the 1 hour 10 they cut out. Yeah, the new Salem's Lot movie.
I'm still yet to check it out. I think Jordan seen the new Salem's Lot, didn't you? You watched it, didn't you, Jordan? That one.
Yeah, I actually quite liked it, but I think the original is good. I'm not as big on it as you are, Alan, but I do like it. But this remake, it's good for like an hour and a half, and then the third act it goes like to a little bit of a generic vampire movie. Like it just can't explain it. Like it lost all the mystery and all the build up really, and it felt like a little bit of a teenage sort of vampire flick, if you like. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's still a good movie. I still like that. I still like the characters and everything. I love the whole little the look of the town and everything like that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know if you like it, Alan, because you love the original that much, and it might be a little bit too. I know what Jeff's saying there about the 1 hour 10 minutes they cut out. It does feel like you just get them from point A to point B, and then C comes really quickly. If you like, it's only like a 2 hour movie when the original is like 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out anyway. But I'm not holding out much hope, but I always like to check them out to see how they compare and that, So I don't know when it's going to be released on Blu-ray. Maybe I don't know. Maybe early in the new year. I don't know, but I will check it out. But I love the book. I've read the book a few times, and in the book, Barlow's more like Christopher Lee kind of Dracula. He hasn't got the pointed ears and the baldy head like the Nosferatu one. He's more like the Christopher Lee, more of a man than that. But I like both equally. I think he did a fantastic job with that story. So I'll have a look at it anyway and see what I think. Yeah. So and we've got Min Hajul. Hey guys, how we doing? Not too bad.
Hello.
Okay. Ninja, evening indeed. Ninja and Pete.
Hey, Minarjo.
Hey Pete, can I just ask you really quick? Is that like a green screen or is that real decoration in the background there? Because that's awesome.
It's a green screen thing, yeah.
It's nice that, man.
Yeah, I said that before. It stands out. Yeah.
And yours, Sam. I like Taxi Driver.
Oh, thank you.
Taxi Driver at the back there, yeah.
Oh, cheers. I think I've had that. Sorry, I'll just quickly say. I think I've actually, because I've had that poster for years, man. I think I've had that poster since like 2015, and I think I've had it like in this like room since when I was about to like record the first ever videos. So it's stayed there since then, and really good stuff. Yeah. And I still need to get the 4K of Taxi Driver because it's one of my favorite films ever.
Yeah. I still need to see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, incredible. I saw it years ago. Years ago, I saw it. I don't remember too much about it. I had to give it another shot. And we've got Min Hajil saying, "Are we all watching Venom Last Dance tomorrow?" I'm not too sure now. I'm in two minds. As I've heard again, it's bad as Let There Be Garbage, but there's tons of iconic symbiotes in this one. Venom. I don't think I'll be watching that one. What about you guys?
Nah, I'm not bothering with it.
No.
I may do.
I'm not too bothered, but my wife actually wants to go and see it, so I will go and see it at some point. But I'm not in a rush.
And we've got Steam of Time saves 9. Oh, that's a bit of a mouthful. Even a lumberjack piece. Lumberjack piece and all. Oh, because you've got the shirts on.
It is, yeah.
You've got the bloody shirts on.
Hey,
Paul Bunyan. And we've got Man Hajul again. I hated Let There Be Carnage. I really hope that's nothing like that one. It can't be worse than can't it really? All right.
Yeah, it's a dreadful
comments. I'm not really a fan of those movies. The only Marvel character I really like it is Spider-Man. Because they like when I was growing up as a kid, it was always Spider-Man above and that, but above everything else, Spider-Man, because he seemed to be more realistic to me, more down to earth and that. Yeah, I like Batman as well for the DC, but the other superheroes are all right. But it's Spider-Man's my number one. And we've got Jeff Joffe, 1979 Vampire Kids at the window still scares that bleep house of me. Yeah, on the window like that. That's great. That scene, isn't it? Yeah,
iconic scene.
Floating up in the air like that. Yeah, iconic. And Melanie's saying New Salem's Lot is watchable, but will always have a soft spot for the original. I think most people have got a soft spot for the original, haven't they? Yeah.
It's not a bad movie at all, mate. It's decent.
I'll give it a go. I'll definitely give it a go when it comes out. Yeah. Anything vampires, I'm there. There's only one thing I don't like in the vampire genre. You guys most probably know. You've been watching me videos. I don't like them when they make them too soft. Like poster boys, like Twilight and all that. I don't like that. I like them to be real monsters, like real bloodlusting monsters and that. I don't like them. They've done the same with Freddy Krueger. They started making him after the first 3 films. They started making him a little bit. Like stand-up comedian, and I didn't really like that. I suppose everybody's different, aren't they?
Did you like him?
Sorry,
Jordan.
I was just going to say, I think Twilight ruined the vampire genre for a few years there. We didn't get too many good vampire movies when that came out. We were just getting the same type of them ones.
Do you know what? I think I've watched one Twilight movie about 10 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah,
come back, Bella Lugosi's, yours forgiven. And we've got Min Hajul here again. The Sonai universe, I've really butchered the Venom Eddie Brock character in their universe, but I love the first one. It has so much rewatchability value every time. It's defo the best out the trilogy. Thoughts on that piece? The Sonai universe? No?
Yeah, the Spunk universe or whatever they want to call it. Yeah. The first one's the best of the Venom, but yeah, they're not the greatest films.
No. Jordan, thoughts on the Sonai universe, Venom?
Yeah, it's not very good, is it? I mean, it's mad how they can get the them Spider-Man animated films so right, and can't get the live action ones right at all. But I don't mind the first Venom. Didn't like the second one at all.
Right. And how about you, Sam? Thoughts on the Sony Universe Venom?
Yeah, I went to go and see the first Venom at the cinema, and I didn't hate it. I didn't particularly like it, but I thought it was just a bit of a passive sort of experience. But I think the thing with the Sony Universe, Al, is there's so many great ideas, but it's just missed potential, unfortunately. It's just so many, definitely. There's so many great ideas that just don't quite hit the landing, unfortunately. It's been the case with like the DCEU universe, like for the past few years.
Loads of them. Loads of them.
Definitely, mate. There's like loads of great ideas with that, but I think when what do you call it? James Gunn reboots that universe, I think it'll be like a what is it? Breath of fresh air for that universe and what's like kind of needed, sort of thing. Definitely. Yeah.
And we've got Jeff Joffrey. But Mel, the new Salem's Lot was 3 hours long, and they cut out all the bits that linked out the characters knew what they knew about Barlow. Really? Yeah, I believe they cut quite a bit out about that Salem's Lot. But as I say, I will check it out. Like, you know,
the film was delayed for like 2 years. I'm surprised that people are saying it's quite good. I mean, for it to be okay, considering it's been delayed 2 years, is fair enough. I'm intrigued to check it out. I think the original probably ain't going to touch that because it had breathing space to tell the story, and this one seems to quickly go through it a little bit more. But I'm up for it, seeing what it's like.
I seem to recall he made another one as well. I think it was around about 2005. Was it Rob Lowe and Rutger Hauer?
Yeah, there was one with Rob Lowe.
I thought that was bloody awful, that one.
Well, there was another one, weren't there? A sequel called Return to Salem's Lot. That was dreadful.
I'm not a fan. Oh, God, you're telling me it was dreadful. It was bloody awful. Yeah. But as I say, I'll give this new one, you know, I'll see what it's like anyway. We've got Cy Robinson, and he says, Min Hajul, it's a Halloween stream, not an MCU stream. Halloween related primarily it is. Stream of Time saves $9.99. I went to see the new Salem's Lot. I thought it was worse than an IBS bowel movement. So that bad. That's Sandori.
That is actually quite funny.
That's one way of putting it, isn't it?
They need to put that on the Blu-ray cover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would make a good blade. Yeah. Look at that. Oh God. And we've got Vampire Jack again, and he's saying, "I love Elm Street 1 to 3." Yeah, and the New Nightmare. Yeah, I love Elm Street 1 to 3. The new it's not too bad. I didn't like the ones in between. As I say, I thought they made him a bit too comedic. You know. So
I watched the original Elm Street the other day because someone invited me on a podcast just to talk about that one film. So I watched it, and I've seen it like 30 times now, Alan must have. But that ending, man, I just don't get it.
When he pulls the mother into there. Yeah.
All the friends are back, and then he pulls the mother through the door, and I'm just like, it just feels so tacked on to get a sequel. And I think the producer, Robert J, actually said he'd done that. He made Wes Craven put it in so they could say, "Oh yeah, we've got a sequel coming."
I didn't get that part either. Like, you know, so as you just said, the friends are in the car and that. The next minute, poof, pulls it in and that. Yeah. I found that with a lot of these horror films, sometimes they tackle. And you know what I really hate? I don't think I've mentioned this in any of my videos. You know, when you think the movie's ended and the credits are rolling, you're going to switch on. And next minute, they put another scene on at the end.
Yeah.
People would have switched on. He said, "Oh, that's it now." They put an additional scene. Yeah, go on.
Apparently Salem's Lot has one, I think, but I didn't see it. I think it was Salem's Lot, so just keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty sure it was Salem's Lot. There was a horror movie that I missed the end credit scene of lately, and I think it was that.
Yeah. Say, like, people could just switch off, couldn't he? And he'd miss that scene. Yeah. I don't like that. We've got Min Hajul here again. Speaking of horror, has anybody seen The Ruins? I've seen it. And one called Touristas, a.k. Paradise Lost. I think I've seen that one too. Both good horror. I highly recommend if you haven't seen these two. Have you seen those two, Pete? The Ruins and Paradise Lost?
I haven't really heard of them. Paradise Lost kind of rings a bell, but I haven't got a clue on either of them.
You go on a holiday abroad and the usual thing, like you get abducted and that by, you know, malevolent foreigners and that. with a view to sacrifices, from what I can remember. Have you seen any of them, Sam?
I think I've heard of the Ruins in Paradise Lost, but not seen them, mate. Not as of yet.
They're jungle movies, all based in the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen them, Jordan?
I'm afraid I haven't, mate. Sorry.
Yeah. They're all right. It's not to write home about. Vampire Jack saying, yeah, both good. Min Hajil saying, I added these 2 films to the collection recently. Good films, right? Min Hajil again. My apologies, Alan. I could not see it first on the description. I can now see it's a Halloween stream. Yeah, Halloween stream it is. Min Hajil again. Have you guys seen Smile 2? I thought it was shite. I haven't seen it. So, peace.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was much better than the first one. I thought the leading actress was great, some really good scares, and I quite like the ending, and the opening's really good.
Is it? Yeah. Sam, did you say you've seen that?
I've not seen the first one, mate. I'm definitely intrigued to definitely check that out. I'm gonna try and see if I can, compile a list of some of the modern day horror movies I definitely want to check out and stuff. And that's definitely Smile, one of them. I might even make a double feature out of Smile 1 and 2 in due course, definitely. Yeah.
Jordan, you've seen Smile 2, did you say?
Yeah, I went to see it the other day. Me and my wife really liked it. Like Pete said, the main actress, Naomi Scott, is amazing in it. She's the best thing about the film for me. But there's some really good directing in it as well. With the shots and stuff. Like Pete said, the opening scene is brilliant. And that'll make a good double bill, actually, Sam, because it takes place right after, about 5 days after the first one.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, I love it when you do that.
Yeah. And there was some... I can usually telegraph jump scares. I've seen that many horror films, but there was a couple that got me, to be honest.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, I know you liked the first one, didn't you, Alan?
Oh yeah, apart from the ending was a little bit, but other than that, like Late Night with the Devil, again, a great movie. 99.9% of the time. I've ordered the special edition, by the way. I'm still waiting for that to come. 99.9% like Late Night with the Devil. Yeah. Oh yeah, but the ending was, as you said, Jordan. The ending was a bit ambiguous. I don't know.
That's my biggest problem with that film. Just the ending, but I love the rest of it.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I loved the atmosphere. I loved it. I loved the 70s narrative. It was great. It was something different as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got another Scouse boy here. Scouse of horror. Different Brian Cox, but it always confuses me too. He's talking about Manhunter. What he's talking about before. The Silence of the Lambs. Have you seen that one, Jordan? Manhunter.
Yeah. I haven't watched that since the DVD days, mate. I have watched it though. Where he's got like a little thingy over his head, hasn't he? Like a stocking, is it? Sort of.
It's years since I saw it. Yeah.
Is it Tom Noonan? Is it the other one?
Brian Cox.
Brian Cox is Hannibal Lecter, isn't he? And the bad guy, is it Tom Noonan or?
I can't remember, to be honest.
I get mixed up with Tom Noonan and someone else. The guy who played Kane off RoboCop 2, or is that Tom Noonan? Anyway, doesn't matter. But I have seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
And we've got Stream of Time saves $9.99. Have any of you film needs seen a William Friedkin film called Rampage? You want to see it? Flipping brilliant horror thriller. Have you seen that piece, Rampage?
No, I haven't seen that one. I've seen Sorcerer. That's a really good one of his, but I'll have to keep an eye out for this one.
Yeah, William Friedkin directed The Exorcist, didn't he? Have you seen that, Sam? Rampage?
I don't even think I've heard of it, mate. William Friedkin as a director, I definitely need to give more time to, really. Like, there's still a few of his films I do want to check out. That could be one. And then there's Cruising, Sorcerer, and there's a film called Killer Joe, which I've heard is pretty underrated. So that is a director I definitely need to give more time to. And also, I did recently, that was another thing I did recently, rewatch The Exorcist, and that is definitely a grower for me on each viewing. I loved it. Like this time around. I think I went from like an 8 to like a 9 out of 10 on this viewing. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the original Exorcist from 1973. Yeah. There's another good William Friedkin one, The Guardian. That's quite a good one. The Guardian.
Yeah.
That's a good one, that. Yeah. What's your thoughts on this one, Jordan, Rampage? Have you seen it or?
No, I just looked it up then, and I haven't made it. 1987 film, but no.
I don't know too much
I've seen Sorcerer and The Exorcist, of course, and Guardian. I think I've seen clips of that. Is that the one where the woman sort of lives in a tree or something?
It's related, related to a tree, like she's a nanny.
Trying to get the baby or something.
That's right. Yeah.
I've seen clips of that.
Yeah. Jeff saying Scouser horror. I wonder if the two Brian Coxes have ever met. Has he got a doppelganger? Has he? And we've got Minhajul again. What's been everyone's favourites this year? Mine is Transformers 1, Deadpool and Wolverine, Alien Romulus, Godzilla X, Kong, Planet of the Apes. Will Planet of the Apes, I can take it or leave it. So everybody's favourite movie this year. Do you want to go first, Peace, out of that?
Yeah. For me, it's got to be Late Night with the Devil and Substance and Strange Darling. I think all three of them are brilliant.
Yeah. How about you, Sam, from that list?
Yeah, it's funny because there's some of the new releases, mate, I've been kind of a bit out of the loop with. Like, there's still a few that I need to check out, like Deadpool and Wolverine. I still wouldn't mind checking out Transformers 1. Definitely, because I've heard pretty good things about that.
Really
and
good.
I've heard it's good, mate. Yeah, definitely. And quite like the animation style from the look of it as well. And then what was it? Alien Romulus was the other one I need to catch up on as well. Challenges. There's still a few new releases I need to catch up before the year is up. But so far for me, my number one favourite is definitely The Substance, without any shadow of a doubt. Absolutely loved it. Brilliant. And I absolutely loved the new Planet of the Apes. And
I've got that on Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, I saw, mate. And I really enjoyed your whole video, by the way, mate. Really enjoyed that. And there was, and I did really enjoy Kinds of Kindness. That was really cool. And probably, I think that's probably about it, to be honest. Yeah, Inside Out 2, Maxine. There were a couple of us I really enjoyed as well. I'd probably just go with something like that.
Yeah. How about you, Jordan? Favourites this year? Favourite movie?
Number one movie this year is Dune 2. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was like a spectacle of the cinema, to be honest. But in second place, I've got Alien Romulus. I absolutely loved it, Alan.
Let's check that out. Yeah, definitely check that one out.
I made a few mixed things on it, and understandably, people aren't really fussed on it, but I absolutely loved it, man. I went to see it twice, to be honest. I just couldn't get enough of it. Can't wait to grab the 4K. Furiosa is third. Absolutely love that. I'm not really a massive Mad Max fan or anything, but I thought that was a brilliant film.
Yeah.
And The Substance and Strange Darling and Maxine.
Yeah.
And the latest one to get into my top 10 was Terrifier 3. I absolutely loved it.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah. Oh, cheers. Yeah. And we've got Minhajul again. Oh my God, how can I forget The Substance? It was flipping wild. Yeah, it sounds a good watch. I'll definitely be checking that out when it comes out. And we've got Scouser horror. Jeff, that would be a wild paradox. Used to be a nightclub in Liverpool called a Paradox. It's closed down now. Yeah.
In Aintree.
That's the one. Yeah. Minhajul, I love Substance, Mike. We get a lot of love for Substance tonight, isn't there?
Yeah.
That should be out on Blu-ray soon, I imagine.
I'll definitely get that. Yeah.
On Mubi, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Jeff saying, I would agree, Scouser horror, right? Kevin saying, The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox is a good horror comedy. Is it on Blu-ray? Well worth watching if you guys haven't seen it. I saw that years ago. I don't remember. It's more of a comedy, isn't it? It's a kind of like a spoof on a ghost movie, for what I could remember. Anyway, have you seen that piece?
I haven't seen it. I know it's a Peter Jackson film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it is available on Blu-ray, but it's from Germany or Italy or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen it years ago. I don't remember so much about it. Have you seen it, Sam? Frighteners?
I've heard of it, mate, but I've not seen it. There's a couple of early like Peter Jackson films I'd like to take a look at and stuff. Like Bad Taste and Brain Dead, which seem like right up my street, and possibly the Brightness as well. Yeah. Sorry, P.
Brain Dead's a lot of fun. It's
heard,
brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen that one, Jordan, The Frighteners?
I rented it from the video shop years ago, but I think I turned it off after like 10 minutes. I thought it was like horror, and it was like, this is quite silly. But I'd like to go back to it through adult eyes, if you like. I just thought I was getting something else when I rented it, and I didn't. I'm pretty sure, though, I seen the other day, I'm sure there's a 4K coming. I think it's been announced. I could be wrong there, but I'm 90% certain I did see that.
Yeah, I saw it years ago, but it was more of a comedy, like what I can remember, but I don't think I'll be revisiting that one. And we've got Clive Addison here. Good evening, gents. You okay, Clive?
Hey, Clive.
Thanks for stopping by, bud. And everyone, hope you're all well. Yeah, not too bad, mate. And we've got Stream of Time saves 99 again. Alien Romulus might as well be called Friends in Space. I came back from the cinema and put on Alien 79. I love that film. Friends in Space, it's not light, is it? Surely, it's not a light. What's that, Jordan?
I don't know if he means because they're all youngsters, even though Friends do like in the 30s, maybe. But
I see, yeah.
It's like a group of teenagers. This one, to be honest,
is it? Your thoughts on that piece? Have you seen that one, Alien Romulus?
Oh yeah, I did go and see it in the cinema. I thought it was pretty good. There's a few things they did with like old characters, bringing them back, which I weren't keen on. But for where the Alien series was, it's a step in the right direction. It's a good, fun time with some great kills, and again, a film on a budget that has done brilliant at the cinema.
Yeah, good. Sam, thoughts on Alien Romulus?
I definitely need to check it out. Well, I've said it like I was going to say, Al, I think I even said this on the last time I was on a stream with like you and Jordan. I think it was about the 11th of June, I think it might have been. And I think I said it on that stream, and it's like, 4 months later, and I still haven't seen it, Aliens, and I definitely need to check it out. I've just heard it's one of the greatest films ever, periods, definitely. So I'm gonna have to possibly, Alien Romulus, I think is kind of Jordan will obviously know, and Pete as well, like it happens, like the events take place before like Aliens and stuff.
So it's like a prequel then, is it? Like a prequel.
I think somewhat, isn't it, Jordan? If I'm not mistaken.
It takes place between 1 and 2.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, I'll definitely check it when it comes out. Yeah, my favourite one out of all of them. I don't think I've done a video on all the Alien movies, but my favourite one's got to be it's just got to be the first one. I call that the Haunted House movie in space, but I do like Aliens for the action. All the Space Marines and that. But they're sort of like two different films, really, aren't they? You've got like the spooky one. You've got the spooky one in space, and then you've got the all action one, the Aliens and that. Yeah, because I like both of them for different reasons, but at the end of the day, it's got to be the first one, that chest burster scene. Oh, God. And then the final confrontation with, Sigourney Weaver's character. I love that as well, yeah. I love that movie. And we've got Jeff here. Yeah, I saw The Substance. It's funny how someone so popular with her name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame doesn't have any friends or relatives. My only flaw with the film. All right.
Can I just say I totally agree with Jeff, because when I done my review, that was my big flaw with it.
Right.
But I put this on I'm not going to spoil the film or anything, but I put this on Facebook groups and stuff, and people have said the film is sort of like in this world where everything is sort of like dreamlike, if you like. It's not dreamlike, but it's meant to feel like that. So you can sort of discard that problem if you see it that way. I don't know if you two agree with that, Sam and Pete, but that's what the people were saying. That sort of excuses that flaw, if you like.
Yeah, I can get that. For me, it's a bit where they, both the younger version and the modern day version, live in the same place, but nobody's cottoned on.
That's what I mean, It is a flaw for me personally. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got Minhaj Hill. Salem's Lot was good. Yeah, I presume you mean the latest one. And he's here again. If it comes out on physical, I will defo pick it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff's asking him, is that the remake, Min? And Vampire Jack, Salem's was okay. And we've got Min again. Hi, Jeff. Yes, it is.
I think that'll come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah. And Jeff's saying, yeah, much better than the 1 hour 10 when the 1 hour 10 minutes is restored, right?
Mm.
And Min's saying, it's good, but it's nothing I shout about because some things are overrated. Yes, I put my hands up to the MCU. I'm not biased yet. I love the MCU. Your thoughts on that, guys, or no?
Go on, Sam.
Yeah, I've kind of just sort of my love for the MCU, and I've said it on a few streams. It's just diluted a little bit. I think the main strength going for it at the minute is just maybe you might get at least 1 or 2 really good solid film like per year. Like last year we had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then this year I'm yet to check out Deadpool and Wolverine, but there's just been too many shows and that can be quite jarring as well. Like so much, it can be a bit blown out of proportion and where to go in what timeline. It's that sort of thing. But I'm not going to completely rule out the MCU entirely. Sorry, mate. Because there might be the odd home run here and there, but I'm going to be very picky and choosy where I go with the MCU now, definitely.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. We've got Min again. I haven't seen the original Salem's Lot. Is it the same as the reboot? The same as the reboot.
Well, it's the same sort of story, obviously, but I think it's a bit more. All I can say it's modernised, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh well. The Vampire Jack saying the original is a masterpiece. Yeah, well, I wouldn't argue with that one. And Vinny's saying, good evening, guys. I hope everyone is well. Yeah, not too bad. Thanks,
Hello.
Vin. Hope you're well too. And we've got Clive Atherton. And he's saying, Taxi Driver, love the easy Andy scene. Buying the guns is brilliant. There's one for you, Sam, Taxi Driver.
Yeah. That's really good. I think that there are a couple of that really tense scenes, like when he's, the guy obviously was it like the back of the taxi, and obviously giving like Travis Bickle certain instructions, and then he's trying to keep his head down, sort of thing, and it set itself. Like, put the theme of like paranoia into it and stuff. That was a real riveting scene, and the kind of the transition between like how you see Travis Bickle at the start, and then the story and the character-driven story kind of flips itself on its head in like the second half of the movie, and then it kind of becomes very nitty-gritty from there. But absolutely fantastic film, mate. I've got it in my top 20 films of all time. I think it's my favorite Scorsese film as well. Yeah,
very good. And we've got Kevin here. Taxi Driver is one of those all-time classic movies like Jaws and The Godfather. Yeah, it's always mentioned movies. Like when you see these like top movies of all time, it's always there, isn't it? In that list.
Some golden films in the 70s, man.
Oh God, yeah, you're telling me.
The best decades.
Yeah, it was a great decade for cinema, I thought, and the 80s as well. That was good. A lot of slasher movies came out in the 80s, didn't they? A lot of rare ones as well that was sort of like went by, like nobody knew about. That's one of the pleasures of it being. That's one of the pleasures of being a movie collector, discovering all the gems and that what you've missed the first time around. I mean, I never dreamed these movies were getting made when I was young. These out there movies and that. Oh, flipping heck, I've never seen this one. So it just shows you, doesn't it, how many movies have been, all from all, not just like America and Britain, but all over the world. I just started to get into me foreign horror now. I didn't used to like it at first, but I've gotten to me foreign horror now. The Japanese movies and that. So the only thing about them, obviously, you've got to read the words underneath. But I'm getting into them and that. There's some good ones.
Awesome. Yeah, I've got. I was just going to add to that as well. I was kindly gifted the original Ring, which I've heard really good things about. I must admit, mate, I can't lie. I've always been petrified to watch it based on that cover because like that cover just always give me like chills. Like seeing it like when I was younger, and I got that kindly. Definitely got that kindly sent recently, and I'm definitely gonna like watch it at some point. And also, I don't know if you watched this one as well, Jordan, and I've not seen it, but the original, what is it? The original version of Dark Water. Did you watch that one, Jordan?
Yeah, I've seen that one, mate. Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. It's a good little story, to be honest.
Yeah, I like that one. I've got that one.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Yeah, and I've got the Ring set as well from Arrow, the sort of like slim down set. Because he bought a big chunky one out, didn't he, a few years ago? A real big chunky one. I've got the slim down one, So, I like the Ring. I like the Naomi Watts as well. I like the remake. A lot of people don't like the American remake studio of the Japanese side because
they remade Dark Water as well, didn't they? That wasn't too bad either, I don't think.
Dark Water, yeah.
J-Lo in that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jennifer Lopez was in that, I think.
Yeah, she was,
Yeah. Or any of you guys like the Grudge movies? What's your thoughts on them? Jordan, do you like the Grudge movies?
No, mate, that's a weak spot for me. I've never seen any of the Japanese or the remakes, to be honest.
No.
My wife's seen it. She said it's terrifying.
Yeah, they call that the Blue Boy movie. You see a little blue boy at the top of the stairs looking through the banisters. Yeah, how about you, Sam? Is the Grudge?
I've heard about it for many years. I think I can't lie, it's always been like creepy, like looking at the cover and stuff. But I think if I was to pick, like if I was open to watching a version of that, potentially one day it would be the original Japanese version. And I think they did. Did they do a few sequels to that as well, didn't they, Al? The original Grudge, I think they did.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Do you like the Grudge movies, Pete?
I've seen a few of them. The Japanese and American ones don't really do it for me. They're fine, but there's so much better Japanese horror out there, I think.
Well, they say that, don't they? As I was saying before, like the Americans, when they do the American remakes, they say they seem to dilute the horror from the original Japanese. Yeah, I don't really see it all that much myself. I think it's I like both of them. I like the Japanese and I like the American. Yeah, but they're quite popular, aren't they?
Yeah, they've done a few of them.
Yeah. And we've got Min saying, I am so happy it's officially happening. What is?
It's good. He said something there and you missed it, Alan.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry, yeah. Tom Holland came on a show yesterday. I can't remember what it's called, but he announced and confirmed Spider-Man 4 and begins production filming next summer, 2025, and will be out in 2026. Spider-Man 4. Oh, yeah, give that a go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
That's it. That's what he's saying. I'm so happy it's officially happening. And then saying again, Tom Holland's words, yes, I can. It's happening in big bold capitals. And we've got the Scouse guy here again, Scouser horror. I'm glad you said that, Alan. For me, it's the original Elm Street. Then I jumped straight to New Nightmare. So you prefer that the first Elm Street, you skip past the others and just watch New Nightmare, yeah? But as I say, I like the first three, but after that, you just... Then saying, I can confirm it's happening.
Did you like, sorry, Al, did you say you liked it or didn't mind the fourth one? I couldn't remember what you said about the fourth one again.
I only liked the first three. The Dream Master, he started putting comedy in, and I didn't like the comedy. New Nightmare's all right. It's all right, but it's only the first three. I don't think if he bought a big box set out Scream Factory, I think I'd pass. Unlike the Friday the 13th, I love all of them. And Halloween, I'm not too fussy on where he's in the Big Brother house. Not fussy on that.
Resurrection.
And also, you guys most probably disagree with me on this if you like it. The Halloween 3 with Myers wasn't in it. I wasn't too keen on that.
I
movie. You like that one, Sam?
Oh, Scouser, which I absolutely love it, mate. I definitely get as well, Al. That it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I totally get that. I think as well, just because like I'm not too sure if it was the case, Al, like back in 1982, there wasn't as much like promotion towards it, and maybe people were expecting like what you call it, Michael Myers to be in it, and a lot of people were disappointed. But I think time over time has been kind of for like what it is and stuff.
What you call a cult following. That's the word.
Definitely.
A cult following. Yeah. A lot of people do like it. It's one of those Marmite movies, isn't it? Yeah. But if I was to say my favourite Halloween movies, I would say the first two, because they're like one big movie, because it follows up directly into the hospital, doesn't it? Goes into the hospital, and so they're my favourites. Although I do love the Halloween series in general, the first two, I don't think you can touch them. The remakes, the ones they done a couple of years ago, the trio, they were all right, but I wouldn't really rave over them. I watched them all on that. And you were right, Jordan, when you said about the last one. He done something different with it, didn't he? He sort of like made it a little bit more like, different, the story, didn't he? Which I suppose,
All I'll say, Alan, is like I know I'm in the minority with that, and like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 and stuff, but I watched the entire franchise a few years ago, just one after the other, and I was just appreciating when something different come along, to be honest.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, rather than the same old slashing in the streets. I know what you mean, I suppose like when you do something different with a movie, they take a bit of a gamble, don't they? It's like when you're an author. I know myself, when you're writing so many books, I'll do something different this time, but you don't know if the public are going to warm to it, do you? You just throw it out there and say, keep your fingers crossed. But I do appreciate them doing something different with the story. And but it's, everybody's got their own favourites, haven't they? It's just like any other franchise. What's your thoughts, Pete, on the Halloween? What's your favourites?
I do like the original one. I don't mind the second one. I do really quite like the 2018 one. I think that's probably the best modern one. That trilogy, they kind of felt like they didn't know what they were doing with it, because the second one was all out action. The third one took a completely different approach. I haven't seen the Rob Zombie ones, but I've heard mixed things about them. This is definitely not my favourite horror franchise, but there's a couple of good moments in it, and obviously Donald Pleasance is great in the film.
Oh God, I love the way he recreated him. He recreated him, didn't he? You thought it was him. I thought that was brilliant. Oh God, you actually thought it was him. It was very clever the way he done that, wasn't it? Yeah. How about you, Sam? Have you got a favourite Halloween movie, or do you just
It's a great question, mate. I think the first I've actually kind of. Is it similar to Elm Street? Oh, well, no, because I actually did watch the fourth Elm Street movie at the start of the month, so I've seen the first four, but Halloween, I've only seen the first three. I've heard they're meant to be the best of like the barrel. However, I'm still really intrigued to eventually, I don't know if it's going to be this year, Al, but just because I've had a busy schedule, like which horror movies to go where and sort of thing in like the month of horror, but the sequels I definitely am open to like watching after like the third one. And I think the ones after like number 3, I think the ones I'm really intrigued by is both like the Rob Zombie like movies. Like Halloween 2 I know gets like a lot of love and stuff, so looking forward to like check out the rest of that film series. And I know I'm going slightly off topic here, Al, because you mentioned Friday the 13th. I've only seen the first film, but I've got the 8-film Paramount set. I think it's coming in the post tomorrow. I think this weekend. Can't wait to check those sequels out.
Is that the 4K? The 4K
it's
of it?
It's just the Blu-ray, mate, of like the first 8 films. And I have got Jason Goes to Hell on VHS as well.
Yeah. Oh, smashing, yeah. You get like some people liking Halloween more than Friday 13th and vice versa, don't you? And you get people like both of them equally, But both of them are very highly popular franchises. They really are.
I think Friday the 13th is the easiest bunch of films to watch in the world. Like, they're just so easy to get through.
I've got the... did you get the box set, Jordan, from Scream Factory, Friday the 13th? Yeah. It's very good, We've got Vampire Jack, ISOYG. Just kidding. And we've got Min. Strange Darling was pretty good. Will you guys be buying the limited edition HMV exclusive 4K? Well, I'll definitely be picking it up. How about you guys? Peace.
Yeah, definitely want to pre-order it. Really enjoyed the film. Get slipcover, poster, and art cards with it. Yeah, it's one that I would like to rewatch, and I think it'll look lovely on 4K.
Yeah. Sam?
I've heard fantastic things about this film, mate. So yeah, definitely would want to pick it up for sure. And I know I'm kind of like biting the bullet and going with a bit of a gamble because I've never seen the movie, but I think if it'll just be like in my price range and if it's like 25 quid at least, I'll be willing to pay that because it's a movie I know that I'm gonna really, really like. And I think it's been like Jordan, I think, was saying that I think it's been compared to like The Substance. They're kind of like two similar sort of like horror films. So yeah, looking forward to checking that one out.
Yeah, and Jordan, we'll be buying the limited edition.
I don't know if I'll be buying the limited edition, but I'll definitely be grabbing on 4K. Whatever edition I can get. But it's a fantastic film, and now I know how it plays out. I'm looking forward to revisiting it again. What's kind of coming, and you'll see it from a different angle, really. But it's a great film. Definitely recommend it.
Good stuff. And we've got Melanie Gibson. Yeah, I did hear the New Salem's Lot was longest, and I would be interested to see it. Yeah. And Min's back again, and he's saying, Jordan, hi man.
Hi mate, you're right.
Stream of Time saves $9.99. Venom is dog poo. All right. So now I need to go back and think better. Venomous dog poo. Would you concur on that, guys? Venomous dog poo.
Yeah.
Morbius is worse, sir.
Is it?
And I've heard Madam Web is even worse, sir.
Yeah. Sam?
Yeah, I didn't like it, mate. I thought it was just such a misfire, and I think since after watching that movie, I think it kind of put me off watching Morbius and Madam Web. I thought, I haven't got really much interest in seeing those. But I think if I was to watch the first Venom film, I'm not going to completely rule out a rewatch for that one. But if I was to, it'd probably be with a couple of friends and have a few drinks, and we might get more enjoyment out of that movie. But I think if I was to pick a sort of movie where it's bad, but like you're having the time of your life with sort of film, I think I would go to something like Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. I think that'd be kind of the sort of film I'd watch with a couple of friends and have a couple of drinks with, definitely.
Right. And Jordan, do you think Venom is dog poo?
It's a missed opportunity, man. It could have been so much better, but I think Tom Hardy's miscast as well. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that, but I'd rather watch Venom and Venom 2 over Madam Web 100 times, put it that way.
Yeah.
So that Madam Web is absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad, Jordan. Really bad.
I still want to see it.
Yeah.
Well, I watched it, and then 2 weeks later, I done my end of the month vlog where I talk about my films that I watched, and I was struggling to remember any of it. I was just like, what the hell was that I watched?
Well, it can't be as bad as Borderlands.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, that is dreadful.
Is that the one where you get the paranormal investigators going to go to this old church? Is that the one, Borderlands? Is that another one?
No. This is based on a video game, and it all takes place in a desert type setting, I think.
Don't know that one. And we've got Min again. What's everybody's thoughts on the autopsy of Jane Doe? I like that one. Wow, that's such a creepy film. I love it. Brought it on Blu-ray. Have you seen that, Pete? The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, it's a pretty damn good film. I think that's got Brian Cox in it as well, hasn't it?
It has. You're right.
Yeah. It's quite a recent film, past 10 years, isn't it? Pretty.
Just looking at her face. Just looking at her face, staring up on bloody slab. They give a bloody heart attack.
Really quite anxiety-inducing film because you don't really know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's one of those more underrated films of the past decade or so.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one, The Autopsy. Did you see that, Sam, The Autopsy of Jane Doe?
I I've heard of it, mate, but it's again one of those like modern horror films I can yet to get to sort of thing. But I've heard it's really solid, so definitely have to take a look at that one. Definitely.
Yeah, and Jordan, have you seen that one, The Autopsy of Jane Doe?
I've gone to watch it a good few times in the past and then just watch something else, but I've always wanted to watch it, to be honest, Alan. I've heard it's quite creepy.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, I'd say Brian Cox is in it as well. And we've got Jeff Joffrey. Big debate. Now, is Jaws a horror movie? That's a very good question. I would say parts of it. My own personal opinion, I would say parts of it is a horror movie. It's not a complete horror movie, but I would say it's got horror elements in it. How about you, Pete? What would you say about that?
Yeah, definitely the same. It's got a lot of horror elements into it, and the whole situation is quite horrific as well and scary. Yeah. So there's really tense moments in it, and for a film that was made like 50 years ago, it was a fantastic one. So I'd say it's a horror film, or at least a good one if you're not keen on real like bad horror films.
Well, my opinion on Jaws, I think it's got the balance right. It's got the balance of the horror part, and it's got the balance of the action part. I think they nailed it right there with Jaws. Yeah. How about you, Sam? What's your thoughts on this?
Oh, yeah, God, I absolutely love it, mate. It is a stone cold classic. 10 out of 10. It looks amazing on the big screen as well. It's just got the perfect, like you were saying, Al, the perfect blend of like horror meshed with action, a bit of thriller, and that is like how you kind of make a hybrid of like a selection of genres. Like that's how you do it right there with that film. It's just a perfect example of that, and absolutely incredible film, mate. I picked up the 4K of that and Jaws 2 quite recently. I need to check out the 4K picture, but I think Jordan and you all watched. I think you've seen the 4K picture quality, and Pete, you might have had as well. But I've heard it's one of the best looking 4Ks out there as well.
I've got Jaws 4K in me. I've got loads of films there in the backlog I haven't got round to watching yet. I've got about 2 or 3 shelves all lined up in me. Sort of like pending tray, if you like, but they're all lined up, and I've got to watch that on 4K. But I've seen it many times on Blu-ray, and I absolutely love it. But I haven't watched the 4K yet, so it's near in the front now. So it shouldn't be too long before I think it's about number 7 or number 8. I'll get round to watching it on 4K. How about you, Jordan? I presume you're a big fan of Jaws.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a horror movie? Do you think it's a horror movie?
Well, I think it's. So many films get labelled as horror these days when I don't really think they are, but I do think Jaws is a horror movie, mate. Especially because they came out in 1975 and people are still scared to go in to see now. It's the first thing they think of when they go in to see. I certainly do. So psychologically, it's a horror movie in my opinion. But just to say, I haven't seen it on 4K yet, but I have just picked the 4K up. The reason I've done it, I picked Jaws 2 up on 4K, and it was probably the best looking, or one of the best looking 4Ks I've ever seen. And I asked a few people, is the first one similar? And they said it's actually better. So I've just bought it recently. I haven't watched it yet though on 4K. But fantastic film, mate.
Oh, it's a classic, isn't it? I remember it coming out and everybody was shocked and that, it was on the radio. Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? I think that's the best shark movie ever made. They've made loads and loads of bloody spin-offs, haven't they? All the shark movies, they must have made over bloody, I don't know, near 1,000 and that, Sharknado and all them, which I've never even bothered to watch. Sharknado.
They're pretty damn bad.
Have you seen them, Pete?
I've seen a lot of the Sharknados. They're not great.
Go up and attacking the players up in the air and that. Yeah, I think I'll give them a miss. But Jaws is a classic. It really is. Yeah.
Have you seen, sorry Al, have you seen the film, I'm quite intrigued to check this one out, the film Shark with Burt Reynolds?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I think that's meant to be a pretty decent film.
Was that made before Jaws?
I think so, 1968. I mean, I don't think it's going to have nothing on Jaws, to be honest, but it's going to have nothing on that film, but I'm sure it'll be a decent film for sure. That's one I'd like to check out at some point, definitely.
Yeah, well, I think Jaws is the best what you call animals on the rampage movies ever made. The other ones are like, while we're on the subject of animals on the rampage, I love any of you guys seen Willard about the rats, or he sets the rats on people he doesn't like? Have you seen that piece?
But I haven't seen it, no.
No. Have you seen that one, Sam? Willard?
You
made a remake with Crispin Glover, but I'm talking about the old one in the 70s.
don't think I've heard of it, mate.
It's very good. You know the song Ben, don't you? Michael Jackson.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
He sang that in the sequel, Ben, which was it followed directly on from Willard. It was a big black rat. It was in charge of all the rats and that. But it wasn't as horrifying. It was more of a I'd say it was more of a Disney movie, to be honest with you. So have you seen Willard, Jordan, or no?
I haven't, mate. Sounds interesting though. People, some setting rats on people.
If you don't like rats, it's not. I wouldn't recommend it. If you got like a rat phobia, it's very near the knuckle in terms of the rats and that. But I preferred the first one from 1971. Yeah. Min's saying Scream, as a matter of fact, more like Sonai is dog poo, haha. Sonai is dog poo. Vampire Jack, yes. And Min's saying, have you guys seen a William Friedkin film called, I mentioned that before, The Guardian? It's a supernatural horror. It's good, yeah. I mentioned that one before, didn't I? The Guardian. Yeah. It's a good one.
I've always wanted to see it, man.
Yeah, I have to check out. I haven't heard of it before.
Yeah, and the Vampire Jack said The Guardian is solid. Yeah, so is The Tree. I couldn't resist that. Brian Gilson, it's a really creepy film. Yeah, it is. And we've got Melanie here, and she's saying, I love the autopsy of Jane Doe. Very creepy and atmospheric. Yeah, definitely.
To get that one watched.
Yeah. Stream of Time saves $9.99. Do you guys like the Warner Brothers Amicus anthology called Beyond the Grave? I love it. Man, that sequence with the mirror and David Warner was epic. Yeah, and brilliant. Leslie Ann Down has great boobs too. Keep it clean. Mrs. My woman. Yeah, I look. No.
Oh, matron.
He's honest.
I don't think he means like he made boobs in the film. I think he means the other variety. You know what I mean? But yeah, Beyond the Grave. Have you seen a piece? Are you a fan of horror anthologies, by the way? Do you like them?
I'm not huge on them. No, I wasn't really that big of a fan of Creepshow. I didn't mind the TV series, but I wasn't huge on it. But I did like one of the other ones that I did see. I can't remember.
Trick or Treat.
Not Trick or Treat. It had Peter Cushing in it. I can't remember what it was now. They turned that in. Tales from the Crypt. That was it. I really enjoyed that.
That's my favourite one. That's my favourite anthology movie.
I love that one a lot. This one sounds quite good because David Warner's an excellent actor and always gets a great performance. So I'm sold straight away.
Yeah. In many respects, it's similar. It's very, very similar to Needful Things because you've got this shop and you've got this creepy proprietor. And everybody that goes to the shop to buy something happens to them. I won't give too much away, but whatever they buy from the shop, it's cursed. So they take it home, and all hell breaks loose, basically.
So it's a bit like the Friday the 13th TV series.
That's right. Yeah. The only time it happens, so if they try to rob his till, when his back's turned, he dip into his till like that, and if he thinks they've dipped into his till, right, bad things are going to happen to you. Well, that's in the Cushing one, but the other one. With Max von Sydow in Evil Things, that's slightly different because from what I can remember, he sets the whole town against each other, start fighting each other. From what I can remember. Yeah.
That's good.
So what about you, Sam? What's your thoughts on this one, Beyond the Grave?
I've not heard of it, mate, but if there's one thing right there, well, anthology horror being one, but also David Warner, because he's a fantastic actor, definitely, incredible. I love the original Omen, and time after time, some incredible films he's in right there. And I was going to say, but yeah, I'm kind of been meaning to give more time to like anthology, like horror films or anthology films in general, Al, but Trick or Treat, I've got I pre-ordered that. I think that should be coming on the way. I'm looking forward to checking that out. I watched I watched the original Creepshow for the first time a few weeks ago on VHS. That was the first VHS I watched since getting like my first VHS combo TV in like 15 years, and that was the one I picked and really enjoyed it. Yeah, pretty good. I've had some people tell me the second one is meant to be that extra bit better, so looking forward to possibly taking a look at that one. And I don't know if you've seen this one, Al, but I've got that on VHS as well as Creepshow, Tales from the Dark Side, which I've heard is meant to be not too bad.
I've got the whole series on DVD. I have seen the movie, but it's not, to be honest, it's not one of my favourites. It's all right. It's not one. It's not one. Even the series, there's a lot of turkeys in the episodes in the series, and I've got the box set, but hit and miss. You find it, don't you, with these anthologies and TV series? It's very rare you get them all perfect. Tales from the Crypt, every story's perfect in that. I love that one.
I need to check that out.
Oh, I love that one. That's my favourite one. I like The House That Dripped Blood as well. That's a good one. There's a big thing on tonight about Christopher Lee on Sky Arts, a big 2-hour documentary. I'll watch it on the playback. Yeah, all about Christopher Lee. Yeah, apparently they don't like. I know this sounds a bit weird. They don't like a puppet of his head.
Yes, I've seen it in the trailers.
Puppet of his head. Yeah. So I don't know. That'll work out. Yeah, I suppose it'll be like an animation kind of thing, won't it? You know, they'll get the likeness and that. And they'll dub his voice, obviously. They'll sort of like get somebody to take him off. But I'm going to watch it later on playback.
Excellent. Yeah. And I'll just quickly say as well, Al, talking of Christopher Lee, you're going to be proud of me here because there was a 2 for £15 sale on, and one of those titles I picked up was The Devil Rides Out, which I've heard
that's great,
things about.
Yeah, Dennis Wheatley. Yeah, it's great, that one. Yeah, great. How about you, Jordan? Are you a fan of Beyond the Grave? Have you seen it?
Unfortunately, I haven't seen it, Alan. I would watch it, though. With David Warner, and he's a great actor. And Lindsay Ann Down, great boobs as well. I watch it because of that. I'm only joking. No, I will. I've been getting into my anthologies a little bit lately. I haven't seen that many. It's a little bit of a weak spot, but been watching I've watched a few of the VHS films, All Hallows Eve. I watched the other day because
that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, because it's Art the Clown's in it, isn't he? So I thought I'll go back and watch that.
Right, he is. Yeah, the videotapes and that. Yeah.
And there was something else I watched on Anthology the other day as well. I can't quite remember the name of it. It's a bit escaping me, but I've been getting into them a little bit lately. So
yeah, I love my anthologies. I've always loved them right from when I started watching horror movies in the late 60s, early 70s. They were right up there with all the Universal. You know, I just loved them. But as I said before, you do get the odd turkey. You know, this isn't very good, this story. It's like it sort of like spoils the rest of the movie and that. You know. Yeah. But but look, Tales from the Crypt.
The latest VHS film that came out, I usually dislike a couple of the stories, but there was 5 stories in this one, and the first 4 I was like, oh my god, they're all going to be good here because I'm really enjoying it, and the 5th one was terrible. So it always happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it lets the movie down, doesn't it? Really? Yeah. A lot of those are based on the old comics as well. The old EC comics, they took the stories from them and made, stories from them, the old EC comics. Now, Min's saying, it's funny you should mention this, Min. Has anybody seen the Stepfather films? I just got mine this week on 4K, or the remake. They are good. I love all the Stepfather movies. How about you, Peace? Do you like the Stepfather?
Never heard of them.
Never seen them?
No, never seen the Stepfather films.
And have you seen them, Jordan, the Stepfather?
I've always wanted to watch them, Alan. There used to be in me local video shop that you could rent them, and I always wanted to rent it. And I just never got around to it. It's been on my watch list on Letterboxd for ages, man. I've always wanted to see it. But no, unfortunately. I know he's gone now, Sam, but he's just picked it up on VHS. But he's just gone, hasn't he?
I love the Stepfather. Yeah, we got just about half an hour to go. That's okay, guys. You finish at 10. Is that all right? Yeah. Well, I got the original one with Terry O'Quinn because he's the main protagonist, and I was lucky enough actually. I didn't think I'd get it. I got Stepfather 2 on DVD, which carries on from where the first one left off, and then I'm sure he made a third one. I could swear he made a third one, but they're the best. The first 2. I wouldn't mind getting the remake as well. That's quite good, but not as good as Terry O'Quinn. But I'd highly recommend them anyway. They're great.
Yeah, I'll definitely check them out, definitely.
Yeah. And we've got Brian here to Jeff. I think of Jaws as a creature feature. Yeah, wouldn't argue with that. Vampire Jack, feed me blood. He's talking about, he's talking about there, the David Warner episode in From Beyond the Grave, when he buys this antiquated mirror, and it's a bloody spirit in the mirror. And what he has to do, he has to go out and kill bloody ladies of the night. You know what I mean? Don't you, prostitutes? Bring them all back to the flat. And he has to feed the blood into the mirror. Yeah, that's what he means.
That explains the boobs then.
Oh God! Oh yeah,
Alan,
horsey.
I've just got a chat off Sam saying he's back. The camera put him backstage or something.
And what happened is, Sam, did you get cut off?
I don't know what happened there, mate. So sorry about that.
Oh, it happens all the time, doesn't it? Yeah,
it automatically, I don't know what happened, mate. It was just automatically just cut me off, and then it put me backstage. That was kind of the first time that's happened to me on the stream, because when
there's all sorts of things happen. All sorts of things happen in life. So I've seen people go up and down, pop up here, pop up there, pop down. I've seen them time and time again on the live streams. Well, peace will know, won't you?
You get it all the time. Very unpredictable streams can be.
Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. I quite understand.
Oh, no worries. I will just say that while this has been an absolutely fantastic stream, though, I've absolutely loved it, mate.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought I'd do one for Halloween. Like, see, Halloween's not far away. And I'm really made up, but I'll actually do it again sometime. I've enjoyed it.
Fantastic. And I will just quickly, I'll just quickly say as well, Jordan was right. I did pick up The Stepfather on VHS. I'm looking forward to checking that out for the first time at some point. I've heard really good things about that.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, and I was lucky. I was saying before to the guys, I got Stepfather 2. So I was quite lucky, because that's quite hard to get hold of, Stepfather 2. But Terry O'Quinn, he's a fantastic actor. He really is. And he's just fantastic in it, yeah. Highly recommend it. It's a great movie, as is part 2.
Some stuff, man.
Grace. And we've got Vampire Jack. Jane Doe was Grace, yeah?
Yeah.
We've got Jeff here to Brian Gilson. Same here, right? That's what I'd like to ask you guys. I know you most probably know this is my least favourite genre. What do you think of found footage horror movies? I'll start with you, Pete. Do you like them or do you loathe them?
They can be hit and miss. There's some films like the Blair Witch Project don't do it for me, but the Wreck films are brilliant. The whole 4 films are fantastic.
Yeah.
They are the best found footage you can watch. And I did watch one recently called Creep. That's on Netflix, and I think that's getting a second sight limited edition, and that's really good.
I know what you mean. That's the fella. He has the fella going to his house to take photographs. He's going to die, isn't he? Cancer or something. He wants to get a film for his son. It's good, that one.
That's a great one, that is. That's really creepy.
Yeah. How about you, Jordan? Do you like found footage, or have you got mixed feelings about it?
I really like it, mate.
Do you?
I just think they're easy watches, and some of them are quite scary. Like the last film that really scared me was a film called Hell House LLC.
Oh yeah, I've seen your video on that. I'll have to get that one.
Well, that one that you see in the Carmichael Manor, that's the 4th one, but the first one is really good as well. I don't know if you've got Shudder, Alan, but
I've got it. Yeah.
They're on there, mate. I highly recommend them. Well, the first one and the 4th one are just amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm willing to give them a go if I heard good things about them. I'm not totally averse to not watching any. I'll give them a go and I'll form an opinion afterwards and that. But it's not really my genre. But as I say, as Pete said before about Creep, I thought that was excellent.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see that.
That's great, that one, yeah. The remake wasn't so good. Where the girl goes to his house and then have you seen the remake?
They're doing a TV series as well. They are. That's launching on Shudder in a couple of weeks' time.
They're doing it. Is it going to be the same guy playing?
Yep, I think so.
Oh, right. Oh, flipping it. I'll have to watch out for that. But yeah, I suppose they're a bit of a hit and miss again, aren't they? The found footage in that. Yeah, I didn't like the Blair Witch Project at all. It's not my cup of tea.
That was the scariest night of my life.
Did you like that? Yeah.
I was only like. Yeah, I was only like 8 years old, 9 years old, or something. I was just terrified.
A lot of people thought that was true, didn't they? They thought it was true. Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when he first saw the thing at the opening, a lot of people thought it was true. Well, that's a great movie. I know that's your favourite one, isn't it, Jordan? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. I love it myself. I think it's a great movie. I'm not too keen on the sequels though, but I think that first one's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that opening.
Oh, it's great, yeah. Do you like found footage, Sam, or have you got mixed feelings?
I'll just quickly say it on the subject of Texas Chainsaw. It's so funny, it's coincidental, because I'm going to this Halloween all-nighter at the weekends where, I'm seeing 4 movies in one night, mate. I'm going to be at the cinema from 10:30 at night on Saturday night until like 7:30 in the morning.
What the heck?
It's a right commitment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, had a couple of jars.
I'll definitely, mate.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely have like a power nap for majority of Saturday and prep for this all nighter thing. But it'll be really good. But yeah, that was it. Texas Chainsaw 2 is one of those films that I'm seeing as part of that all nighter, and I've heard it's again maybe over time it's been kinder towards that film. Time's been kinder towards that film, but I think it's meant to be a bit of a 180 compared to the original. So I've heard and Toby Hooper directed it as well, I think. So really looking forward to checking that out as part of the all nighter. And then found footage. I've not seen too many films in regards to like found footage horror films. The ones I might give Paranormal Activity the first one to go. Maybe
Activity, I like the first one. I thought that was dead creepy, where she goes down the stairs, you hear a footstep, and then she comes up the stairs and stands up. The one I watched, the face comes right up to the camera at the end, goes like that. That's the one I saw. But I do like the first one. I don't mind the first one, but I don't. Well, to be honest with you, I saw the second one. I didn't think much of it. But after that, I haven't seen it. I can't comment on the others because I haven't seen them. But I did like that part in the first one where she got in the middle of the night, where she goes down the stairs, doesn't she? And she comes back up again. I thought that was really creepy, that. They've done a big box set, haven't they, that?
Yeah, they have.
I think they did, yeah. And I'll probably... Again, I've heard pretty mixed things about this. It's a bit of a Marmite sort of movie, but it was kind of like a film that was like nothing else at the time. But I've heard it's quite divisive, that film. But the Blair Witch Project, I think I'd be curious to check it out. But I don't think it'll be one that'll become one of my absolute favourites. Well, saying that, I never know because I've not seen it. But it's definitely one I'm open to giving a try to, that one, definitely.
Yeah, and did you know they're going to remake the Blair Witch Project? Did you know that, Jordan? They're going to remake it.
No, I didn't.
They're remaking it again.
I don't know if it's going to be. Yeah, they're going to remake it, so I don't know how that'll pan out.
I think there's certain films that are just lightning in a bottle that you can't really remake, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's it. And we've got someone broaching the subject of Christopher Lee here. Stream of time. I saw Christopher Lee in The Bloody Judge. I've got that one. That was a good horror as well. Yeah, he's a swine in that. He's an absolute bee. Have you seen The Bloody Judge, Pete? It's a bit like The Witchfinder General.
No, I haven't. It's on 88 Films, isn't it?
Yeah, always an absolute swine.
But I wouldn't mind seeing it. Always. Yeah, have you seen that? Always a good time.
I'll definitely that documentary that's on tonight. I'll definitely be watching that later on or tomorrow. Have you seen that, Jordan? The Bloody Judge?
I'm afraid not, mate. Sorry.
Sam, you seen it?
I've heard of it, mate. Again, Christopher Lee's an actor that I definitely need to devote a lot more time to, check out a lot more of his films, and that being one of them. And I will just quickly say as well, I did like kind of on your recommendation and a couple of the other guys in the 2 for £15.88 deal. I picked up Witchfinders in General and Blood on Saint's Claw, which I've heard fantastic things about.
Top films, them two top films, them. I love them. Yeah,
I've heard great things about both of them.
Folk horror. Witchfinder General again is a classic, absolute classic.
Yeah,
Vincent Price, he could play any role, couldn't he? Really, he was that good. You know, he's just like Christopher Lee, even in non-horror movies. I mean, I tell you, one of my favorite Christopher Lee non-horror is Scaramanga in The Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant in that. Yeah, makes the gun like that. He's got like that, hasn't he? Just fantastic actor. Still very, very much missed today.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got Min again here. Jordan, have you seen the slipcover for Alien Romulus on the 4K? It's amazing. I can't wait to pick it up.
I've seen the steelbook, and the only slip I've seen is the one with the red cover and the face huggers on her face. I haven't seen the other one, mate, unless that's the one he means. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be grabbing that.
Yeah.
Are you getting the VHS edition of that as well, Jordan? That got announced recently as well.
I've seen that, mate. Yeah, I'm probably not going to grab it. I if I start collecting VHSs, mate, it'll never stop. But it does look cool, like.
Yeah. And we've got Jeff saying, have any of you guys seen Tender Dracula? I've seen it. David Niven made in 1974, stars Peter Cushing. His worst. I wouldn't say that. His worst ever film. I wouldn't say it was his worst ever film. I thought Shockwaves wasn't very good with the zombies and the water.
Heard of that?
I like Tender Dracula. Have you seen that, Pete? Tender Dracula with David Niven.
It does ring a bell. I think I might have seen it on the Horror Channel years ago, but I don't remember much about it.
No. Jordan, have you seen that? No. Tender Dracula.
I'm afraid.
Sam, you seen Tender Dracula?
I haven't, mate. Sadly, I've just been so out of the loop when it comes to a lot of the Dracula films, and a lot of which I definitely need to make time for. A couple which are with Christopher Lee and stuff. So yeah, definitely some I need to definitely take a look at. Definitely.
Yeah. And we've got Min again. Has anybody seen a horror movie called Splinter?
Heard of it.
It's quite brutal and gory. It even has the 18 classification. Ha ha. Have you seen that piece, Splinter?
I've heard about it, but I don't know nothing about it.
No, Jordan, you seen that one?
No, I've seen the DVD cover, I think, or the Blu-ray cover a few times, but just never seen it, mate. No.
Sam, have you seen that?
No, mate, I've heard of it, but no, I think it might be one that I might check out eventually, but no, I've not heard of it, mate.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. And we got Vampire Jack saying Splinter is wicked, a great companion piece of the thing.
Ooh.
Right.
I'll have to check it out then. Yeah.
Scouser horror. We're halfway through Daddy's Heads. What? Daddy's Head? What's that?
Yeah.
Daddy's Head's on Shudder.
I've seen
Is
it.
it good? Nightmare Fuel soap. Is it good as a Jordan?
It's a very slow film. It's very slow, but it's only 90 minutes, but it's slow.
Is it?
But when you see the thing that is the focus of the film, it's quite creepy. Yeah.
Peace. Ring a bell.
I haven't heard of it till now, but I do have Shudder, so I'll give it a shot.
Sam, Daddy's
I've not heard of it, Al, but I should have known. There we go.
So I presume from the title, Daddy's Head is in the plural. So has he got more than one head? Am I right in assuming that? Has he got a couple of heads, or is it just Daddy's Head? Because he's put Daddy's Head. Oh, Daddy's Head's on Shudder. Oh, I see what he's done there. He's put Daddy's Head instead of Daddy's Head is on Shudder. He's put Daddy's Head's on Shudder. Yeah, I see now. Yeah. What a title, eh? Daddy's Head.
It only came out like 2 weeks ago.
Did it? Stream of Time. Do you have a favourite Vincent Price film? I have many. Like You Never Forget. I like Theatre of Blood. Yeah, I can't forget that bloody pie scene and that. It was horrible. And Haunted House. Now, guys, your favourite Vincent Price film that you've never forgotten. We'll start with Peace.
I haven't seen much Vincent Price films. I haven't. I have seen Theatre of Blood. I really do like it. I did recently picked up The Witchfinder General, so I'll be giving that one a watch. And yeah, that is one thing I'd like to see is more of his films. I see they're bringing out his cookery show or something on.
Yeah, he was very much into his cookery. Yeah, definitely. No wonder he played that bloody poodle pie scene so well where he had the chef's hat on. And, it's gross. Absolutely, one of the grossest scenes I've ever. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos a while back. One of the grossest scenes I've ever seen in a horror movie. Have you got a favourite Vincent Price film, Jordan?
You know what, Alan? I'm not gonna lie, mate. I haven't seen that many of them, to be honest, mate.
Right.
Running a horror channel, I probably should have by now, but I do want to check out Theatre of Blood. I should have watched that one by now, to be honest. Sounds really good.
Yeah,
and was he in House in the Haunted Hill as well?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, great actor. Sam?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I don't think I've seen that many, mate. I mean, Witchfinders General, that could be there for the taking as like my favourite Vincent Price film when I get round to watching that, because I've heard nothing but great things about that. The one I think I was going to say, Al, wasn't Vincent Price in the film, was he in Scream and Scream Again?
Yeah, he
was. He in that one?
Yeah.
I did like that one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's icon, Vincent Price, absolute icon. and you could tell when he was playing his roles, he really hammed it up, didn't he? He looked as if he was having a good time, rubbing his hands and that, and you could see he knew he was a horror actor, and you knew he was hamming it up, for the cameras and that, putting a little bit of tongue in cheek in, if you know what I mean. Yeah, a great actor.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and we've got Min here. Alien Romulus 2 is in the works now. It was revealed today. I seen somewhere. Also, Jordan, if you love Romulus, get ready for Predator Badlands next year. It's taking the Blade slot, scheduled release. There you go, Badlands, another one.
Yeah, I think it's all going to be taking place in the future. This new Predator movie. So.
Right, there's made loads, haven't they? Then Predator.
Yeah. Last one was good. Prey, but
yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Min again, as Blade is officially dead in the water now. All right.
Yeah.
Production hell.
Yeah. Min again. It's been removed from the 2025 schedule.
Huh? Yeah.
Wesley Snipes was right. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
Ah, yeah. Now, Min again, the star of the show tonight. Prey, Alien Romulus, Predator Badlands, Prey 2, Alien Romulus 2, and then we get a soft reboot of AVP with both directors Dan Trachtenberg and Fede. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Fede Alvarez. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah. They've kind of teased that they might make an Alien vs Predator movie together. Dan Trachtenberg's making the new Predator films and Fede Alvarez is making the new Alien ones, and they're both teased that it might happen.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And we've got Min again. Oh, this is that one. Sorry. Scouser horror. Correction. Daddy's head. He's only got one so far. I thought so. Min again. I'm sure they made a movie years ago, The Two-Headed Transplants, in the 1950s. I'm sure they did. Do you think the AVP film will actually be a continuation of AVP Requiem?
I just hope they put the lights on with this film if they do one. Can't see infinite Requiem.
Yeah. I think it'll be its own thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
If they do it, it'll be a reboot.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've got just under 10 minutes left, so I'll try and get through as many comments as I can before I close for the night. Is that all right?
Yeah,
great stuff.
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks again for showing up. Enjoyed
Thanks ever so much for the invite.
Yeah, no problem.
Mate, definitely.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Vampire Jack, the MCU is overrated as hell, right? Min again. Kyle Gallner is becoming quite the star now, isn't he? He's done a fair amount of horrors, which I own all of them. Lol.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Oh, bloody hell, we've got Michael Myers in here. Michael Myers' boss, sorry. Not him. No, obviously not him. Happy Halloween, and a very happy Halloween to you, Michael. Stay out of trouble. And we've got, here's our friend here, the Geek Legion of Doom. Leo, if you're in the UK, have you discovered Tubi and Plex? Lots of obscure horrors. I know, I found that out the other night. Tubby's got loads of horror movies. Oh, there's no end to them. Have you seen that, Jordan, Tubby, that channel?
Yeah, I downloaded it the other day. I was quite surprised, though. Some good horrors on there, mate. I haven't got Plex yet, though.
No. Have you seen that?
Really good. Both are really good. Yeah.
Sam, Tubby.
I was going to say, if I was to check out a Tubi, I guess I could say it was definitely meant to be.
To be or not to be. That is
and
the question.
If I was to check out Plex, I guess I could find that perplexing.
Yeah.
There we go.
I see what you did there, yeah.
I thought I'd just chuck that in as well. But no, I've heard they're meant to be really good. I think, did you say, Jordan, was it free streaming apps where they, they're just picking it out? Is it just a good portion of, horror movies or other, movies as well? Definitely.
I think Happy Gilmore was on there and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I think Tubi's got Terrifying 1 and 2 on there if you wanted to check them out.
Yeah, they're on there. The only thing is you get adverts. I don't know if the adverts play in the middle of the film, but they're not too egregious.
No, I don't like it when we get piles of adverts interrupting all the time. You know, oh God, watch a couple of movies and not but bloody adverts every bloody 5 minutes. I end up turning it off. You know, adverts. Stream of time saves $9.99. How many nuclear explosions occurred in Alien? Here's a question for you. How many nuclear explosions occurred in Alien? About 3. How the hell did the alien survive that in Romulus? I tell you. What's your thoughts on that, Jordan?
It's because it's. I don't know if it's a spoiler if I tell you, but it happens at the very start of Romulus.
Oh, does it?
I don't really want to spoil it, but it's basically. Shall I tell you or not?
Well, if it doesn't give too much of the movie away, if it does, you better not. If it gives too much away,
it doesn't give too much away, but it's like might be a cool little Easter egg for you, sort of, when you watch it. So I'll just skip over it. But I know what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. How about you, Pete?
Yeah,
how many?
Exactly what Jordan said. But there's a few moments in that film where I definitely get where stream of time saves nine's coming from.
Yeah, Sam. How many?
Not seen Alien Romulus yet, mate. It's definitely one I want to check out, before the year is up, sort of thing. So definitely looking forward to getting onto that one. I've only seen the original Alien, but I haven't watched. And actually, I think once upon a time ago I did watch Alien v Predator, but that's about it when it comes to the Alien movies that I've seen.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. We've got Min again. What's a horror film you thought had a tragic, upsetting, or horrific ending?
Ooh.
It's got to be Eden Lake. Well, I wouldn't argue with that. And The Mist. Oh, The Mist. Yeah, The Mist. I can straight away think of. Oh God, The Mist. Yeah, bloody hell. Peace.
Well, the Kill List has got a pretty depressing ending, and The Vanishing's got quite a tragic ending too.
Oh yeah,
one of the most scariest endings that has.
Yeah,
but there's 2 I can think of, and Eden Lake and The Mist are 2 good choices there.
Yeah, Jordan, your thoughts on this?
I was going to say Eden Lake or The Mist, but I'll go with the original Speak No Evil, not the remake that's just come out, because that changes it a little bit. But the original from a couple of years ago is bleak.
All right, I'll have to check that one out, Sam.
And maybe Halloween 3.
Yeah,
Halloween 3. Yeah, Sam.
I agree with that one. And the one that's just come to mind is the first Basket Case, kind of without spoiling it. But that had a bit of a tragic ending and stuff. Yeah. And then just think, was there another one that came to mind? I think was another one. I think I'll probably just go with that one now. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just speak a little bit outside of horror? Just one's coming to my head now.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ending of Michael Caine's classic Get Carter, where he gets bloody shot on the beach. I didn't see that coming.
I was just going to say, Jordan's not seen it, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it, Al.
Bloody, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay,
no, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine, man. It's been out for 50 years.
From what it can be remembered, there's a few alternative endings and that, so you might see, if you ever get it on 4K, you might see an entirely different ending.
No, it's fine, man. It's been out for a long time. I should have watched it by now.
But I was just going to say, Jordan, nonetheless, it is a fantastic film, mate. It is probably one of my favourite British films. Would you agree with that as well, Al?
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
Yeah, Drag Me to Hell had a bit of a downbeat ending, didn't it, when she got the piece of handed back to her on the railway station, for what I can remember. That had a bit of a downbeat ending. We've got Min again. I love The Grudge 1 and 2. Well, the American ones, I've got all of them on physical media, including the big hardback Arrow box set. Yeah, very popular franchise, The Grudge. So it's nearly 10 o'clock. So before I go, I'm just going to say, I'm going to leave a link down below to all these guys' channels. If you want to go along and support them, they're all fantastic channels. Great sport, great style of presenting. Yeah, so as I say, I'll leave all the links down below to the guys' channel. So if you enjoyed it, then guys,
it's been a blast.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it myself. Yeah, and we'll have to do it again sometime. You know, it's a lot of fun. I watch as many live streams of yours as I can when we can find the time and that. And they're always entertaining. You know, you're on again, aren't you, Peace, on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night, and then next Thursday, then another Saturday night. So quite a few. Seem to be getting back into the groove again, doing the streams. A lot of fun, and it's always great catching up with everybody.
You've got a full book then, haven't you? Yeah, I'll try and tune in on Saturday, see if I can catch up on. Yes, I've enjoyed it. It's been some great discussions broached and that. And yes, so I hope you all have a good weekend and that. You know, and I always say this: if you go Blu-ray hunting or DVD hunting, I hope you manage to pick up some bargains wherever you do. Yeah. So so what I'm going to do then, guys, I'm going to wind the stream down now. So once again, everybody, I'm going to leave the link down to all the guys' channels and that. So yes, I've enjoyed it. So so take care, everybody, and I'm going to end it now. So thanks for turning up, and have a good weekend.
And
take care,
guys. Take care, everyone. Bye.
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 Oh, he's left.
He did this last time as well, man.
Yeah, he does leave. He never stays far.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're still live.
No. So,
I think we're probably. I don't know what we're to do. Do you want
I'll message him now.
Are you gonna message him, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had a good day today, Jordan?
Yeah, just been in work, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not been bad, man. Got busy weekends ahead and stuff, and hopefully we'll get a result against Fulham. That'll be like back-to-back wins for us, won't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a few pints watching that before the match, man.
Yeah, it'll be awesome watching that, and then like this Halloween all-nighter. Gonna be a cracking Saturday, that definitely.
So I hope you can stay away from me.
What are the films that you're going to be watching that night, and Sam?
Yeah, mate. So I think it's about 10:55 p.m. I'm watching Zombie Flesh Eaters on the big screen. I can't wait to watch that on the big screen and stuff. I love that, Pete, and Jordan as well. It's great film. I watched it. It's a bit of a slow burn, and crikey, and it takes a while to get going, but I just love the music, the atmosphere. Really great film, that, and it's just there's so much cramped into like 90 minutes. So I've got a feeling that on subsequent viewing, I'm gonna much prefer that, seeing it on the big screen and that. And I'm seeing Texas Chainsaw 2 for the first time. Scream 2 for the first time, and
Scream 2 is great, and I bet watching it in the cinema would be fantastic. It's got a great opening.
I've heard it's amazing, man, and I think I've heard from a lot of people that's the best one after the original as well.
That's the best sequel, yes.
Yeah.
Not to ruin anything, but I'm not going to ruin anything, but watching Scream 2 in the cinema